What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel here from the Geek Speak Nation channel, and I'm here to bring you a teaser trailer breakdown for Star Wars Episode 9. So, here we are. The long-awaited reveal for Star Wars Episode 9 has happened. And, there's no real way to talk about Episode 9, of course, without discussing everything that's happened previously. And a lot has developed, since the release of Episode 8. And, it's a very divisive film. It really is. I personally don't like it. I have a lot of issues with it, but a lot of people do. It's very divisive, as we've seen in the Star Wars community. However, it happened. It is what it is. And I think one of the number one things that's come out since, Episode 8's release, and it's something that J.J. Abrams, the director of this film and Episode 7, just recently said, was that they didn't have a plan for these films. Originally, it was going to be that J.J. Abrams would make 7, Rian Johnson would do 8, and then Colin Trevorrow would do 9. They obviously weren't feeling what Colin Trevorrow was putting down because he got booted off. Nevertheless, looking at the things and where they stand, it's very obvious that there was no plan going into it, despite a lot of people saying, no, there's an overarching plan. It was always supposed to happen this way. There wasn't. And it goes to show, especially when you look at Episode 8 and how in Episode 7, J.J. Abrams does all this work to set up these characters and to set up the new place of where the universe is and things of that nature, and reset, reboot, do whatever he has to do. And all these elements are there for Rian Johnson to play with, but they're either subverted, made as they don't matter, or not as important, and things of that nature, or just completely left out, like, the Knights of Ren and things of that nature. So with the place that the film is in now, I think J.J. Abrams has had the toughest job of any Star Wars director right now, more so. I think that when it came to Episode 7, there was so much pressure for him to get it right and stick the landing for continuing the saga. And then now he has so much pressure because Episode 8 is such a divisive film. And you have people who loved, the way that Rian Johnson subverted what we thought a Star Wars movie could be. And you have people who just absolutely dreaded it and think it went way too off course and did things with characters, long existing characters that he shouldn't have. And so Episode 9 has so much pressure riding on it. I can't imagine what it's like to be J.J. Abrams right now, especially considering the fact he only had 2 years to turn this around and make it happen. It's very, very interesting. So I think that's the number one thing I wanted to just get out the way and discussion-wise, and just giving it that mindset of like J.J. Abrams has a lot on his shoulders. And I think the best way to lean into it is to not give too much away. And I think this teaser trailer does a good job of that. I think it gives you and entices you enough, and it raises a lot of questions, but at the same time gives you enough room to breathe, think, speculate, but kind of gives you a bit more comfort in what's going on. So the number one thing I want to get into first with this trailer is actually at the end, the title. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's an enticing title. I think it's kind of strange, wording wise, but I like it. It's very enticing, and it raises a lot of questions, especially in the condition that the Star Wars universe is in, where we have Kylo Ren, who is the only descendant, I believe, that we know of left alive, of who's a Solo and a Skywalker. The last of that line, per se. With Luke dying in Episode 8 and things of that nature, and Rey's lineage supposedly being that she's nobody, she doesn't come from a special line, but yet the title of it kind of leads to, is there another Skywalker? Is Rey a Skywalker? Is Kylo Ren going to rise up and become a good guy, switch sides, bring balance, things of that nature, fight against the Knights of Ren? They're kind of like his frat brothers at this point. They're like his line brothers, and they're like, dude, what did you do? When they're probably going to come back in. So speculating off of that title, it's really interesting to see where they're going to take that, because it's almost like a clickbait title. The Rise of Skywalker is it already hooks you in wanting to know what happens next. And I know a lot of people are talking about boycotting the film and stuff like that, and not wanting to support Star Wars, and It's hard to get. It's hard. It's going to be hard for people to do that with a title like that. So, and then the last point of with the title of it being called "The Rise of Skywalker," are we talking about Luke coming back to life, or and also Leia's alive? I forgot that. So Leia is alive. Maybe there's a part of her story arc and things of that nature. But who knows what they can really do with her story arc, considering since she actually, Carrie passed away in real life. And, they're just using what footage they have left over and stuff like that. So there's not much you can really do in that regard. So it'll be interesting to see what they kind of do with this title. And, of course, it plays into the idea of resurrections when you think about Luke Skywalker. Because what do we hear when we see the title pop up? We hear Palpatine's voice. Is that not insane? Is that not insane, Palpatine? And that automatically, just that sound alone starts to get your mind running. It starts to get you thinking of you think about Plagueis, you talk about, mastering, the ability of immortality and things of that nature, bringing people back to life. And you wonder if Palpatine mastered that. You wonder if what his connection, if J.J. Abrams' idea in the CT planet had fully gone to fruition, was there supposed to be more connections between Snoke and Palpatine? Who knows? There's not much you can really say about Palpatine right now, besides the fact of, you hear his voice, it's hinting at it. No one's ever really gone, and Luke's voiceover is saying that. More than likely, his Force Ghost is saying that. So is there opportunity for Luke to come back, aka Rise of the Skywalker? Who knows? But initially looking at, so let's go like a good Christopher Nolan film. We're going to start at the beginning, start at the end, and then go to the beginning. Looking at episode 9 teaser trailer, I do like that they actually started it out like they did the episode 7 teaser trailer, where it was quiet, it's in a desert place, you hear the breathing, and it was like, but they did it with Finn previously, but now the roles were reversed, and they got Rey in here, and now she's carrying the lightsaber, she's in the desert, is it Jakku? Who knows? I feel like we think that every Star Wars movie, we see a desert planet, we're like, oh, it's Tatooine. And they're like, no, it's not. It's Jakku. Well, never mind. Is it Jakku? Nope, probably not. Probably going to be another place. So we'll see how that goes. There's only so many deserts you can film it in the world. Come on, people. You're going to be reusing locations soon. I really do like this shot. I think it's something we haven't seen in Rey for a while. And I think it's that genuine fear / trepidation, but also like this genuine boost of confidence. This genuine boost that I got a challenge coming of this guy's coming in this ship and he's going to try to attack me, but I think I can do it. I think I got to have what it takes. All these lessons have been leading to this. Rey is a complex character in the sense of how people feel about her. A lot of people feel that, the challenges that she goes through aren't really that challenging, that she kind of breezes through things. She just knows things. Maybe that's hints to her, tapping into the Force and the knowledge of those who come before her, or maybe it's a nod into tapping into, she is a Skywalker, possibly deep down, and Rian Johnson just didn't know what he was talking about. Who knows? But, I'm getting a good vibe from this. I think, Daisy Ridley's doing a good job from what I'm seeing in just this very few shots. But I do like this sequence a lot. I like the tension building. I love the look of it. Everything looks just as practical as they have been with these films, except for the flip. The flip's not real, obviously. Every generation has a legend. That's fantastic. And, a big point of contention for these films was the idea of out with the old and with the new. The old must die for the new to live. Let go of the old ways. All of your favorite characters have to die for the new characters to have a purpose. It's a very big point of contention. But it's very nice that, at the end of the saga, we're getting more reverence for what has come before, unlike episode 8, in my personal opinion. But I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Love these shots, though. I think these shots are great, sweeping, wide shots, nothing hidden. I love it. Let's see here. Sparking up the lightsaber. Got that fierce, got that confidence look on her. So, part of the question is, who's chasing after her? I'm thinking it's the Knights of Ren. I think J.J. Abrams had a sweet idea of these, these edgy new wave neo-Nazi frat lords of the Sith coming together, and these guys coming in and trying to wreak havoc or whatever their purpose is. Who really knows what the Knights of Ren are all about? Rian Johnson, we didn't expand upon that. So, J.J. Abrams, I think he's going to come back to that idea that he originally had and explore that more. So I think they're definitely going to be a big part of this and of trying to break this down. And then we ever get, man, that ship does look amazing, though. That ship does look fantastic. And, this sequence does take up a lot of the time in the trailer, but I think it's worth it. I think it looks great, and it'll be interesting to see what proceeds after that. We have this area, no clue what it is, not too sure. You got a nice little city background, stuff like that. So this shot right here, so I watched the trailer like twice. So we got Kylo Ren. He's definitely ditching the helmet and stuff like that. Not sure how this doesn't slice this guy in half. That's just me. It is a lightsaber, but hey, maybe that guy's got really good padding and he's not wearing hockey pads. So more than likely, that's probably why he survived that slash. And didn't just get eviscerated with his entrails everywhere. But he's still with the First Order, as we can see in the background. And these look like some rebel fighters, resistance fighters of some sort, not sure who. Oh, but you do get that little glimpse of him repairing his mask. Okay. And you got it's in shards and stuff like that, and the lining. It'd be interesting to kind of keep that lava crackly design in the mask. That'd be cool. But he's still not rocking the mask in that one shot. And you do have Finn, you got Poe, you got BB-8 coming back. So great to see Billy D. Williams and to see him with Chewbacca. Reuniting old friends and stuff like that, I really think is great. I really hope they do not kill off Billy D. Williams. They don't kill off Lando. I really hope they don't do that, because it's just, I know that's kind of the trend of, the old has to die for the new to truly live, but I'm not sure I'm with that. And after watching Solo, which is not the greatest film in the world, but personally, I did enjoy the romp that it was, and I did enjoy the actors in it. I do love these, these relationships that these legacy characters have, and how they founded, and how they came together, and where they are now. I really wish that was explored more in these newer series of what these connections mean, today, before the saga comes to an end. But yeah, more explosions, speeder races. The craziest thing about that, this shot actually reminds me of when they had these false leaks for episode 8, and they're talking about there's going to be a speeder bike chase and all this stuff with Luke using all of his powers. It's going to be crazy. And it's funny seeing this, and it kind of reminds me of that. It was like Star Wars News Network or something like that. They had that report. But over here we have the Stormtroopers. Oh, wait, hold on. And and so the next shot we do have is going to be with C-3PO and Poe. Let's go back to that for a second. So we got the shots of C-3PO, Poe, stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of, it really does remind me a lot of Tatooine and the ships, that Jabba had and stuff like that. I think practically it looks great. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is something that my brain is farting. I don't know. I just got off work and came here and recorded this. I'm not sure what this is, but if someone can give me more insight, if someone's got the clues down below, let me know in the comment section what you think this is all about. And then, of course, we have Leia. This looks like a very emotional moment. And, it makes you wonder the context. Also makes you just wonder about what's going on, how that was filmed and stuff like that. And it'll be interesting to see what they do with Leia's character, what send-off they'll give her, things of that nature. There's the idea of, should you just open it, with Princess Leia's funeral? Should you just do that to make it work? And, who knows, man? Who knows? Still hurts, she's gone, and I can't imagine still, how family recuperates from, losing her and stuff like that, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do with her character, and I really do hope they do give her a very proper send-off, so we have our main crew who's going to be in here working, to put this story together. It seems like you got Chewbacca with his bowcaster, you got BB-8. It seems like, I think that's the new droid right there. I think that's the new droid in the background beneath C-3PO. And then you also got Rey, you also got Poe, and you got Finn sporting the new haircut. I see you, man. You got that natural hair, but you kind of let it like clump up, kind of dread out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get the length of there. I feel you, Poe. I mean, I feel you, Finn. And yeah, so they're looking determined. Where are we? That looks like a Death Star. Or am I on drugs? Because it kind of looks like a Death Star. But I might be on drugs. Who knows? I'm on allergy medication. But we'll see. Kind of look like a Death Star to me. Nevertheless, what role this is going to play and the past is going to play into the present is going to be very, very interesting. If you know more about this location, the idea of what we're looking at right here, let me know. But overall, I do think this trailer looks great. And he's like, nothing's ever gone forever. And of course, Palpatine laughs, all that stuff. Christmas time cannot come soon enough. Because once Christmas time hits, it's Star Wars time. But guys, let me know what you thought of the trailer down below. I think there's a lot of enticing things that are in this trailer that don't give enough away. Don't give too much away. I'm not really sure if I need to see more trailers. I'm really not sure, because I feel like the more we see, I feel like a lot of us who are kind of skeptical about the future of the series are going to be more doubtful, like, I don't know how it's going to work, how are they going to make this work, how's this going to be, or we're just going to freak out and we're going to over speculate. And I don't think we should do that with this film. I just think we need to let it breathe, not go in with too much expectations, and just go in with more hope that J.J. Abrams will be able to take all these disparate parts and tie it all together in a nice, neat bow and close us off, send us off into the distance, and we all have a rockin' time. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's really what I'm hoping for. And this trailer's nice. It's enticing. It feels like it's a step in the right direction. I'm just hoping they stick the landing and that they have done it in a very short amount of time. But it sounds like J.J. Abrams was super confident in what they were able to do in spite of the time constraints that they had, and that they have something special on the way. So I'm excited, I'm cautious, but I'm hopeful. And I hope you guys are too. So let me know what you guys think of this teaser trailer in the comment sections down below, especially some of the images I wasn't too sure about, some of the artifacts it look like. Let me know your thoughts, speculations, things you actually do know, behind the scenes things. Hit me up with that. Let me know in the comment sections down below, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this. My name's Daniel. If you like the video, subscribe, hit that bell. Get all the notifications of when we do post videos. I'm a small channel, so it really does go a long way when you do hit that like button and when you do subscribe and check out all of our other content. So guys, thank you so much for watching. My name's Daniel, like I said, and don't forget to get geeky.